It was one of the nation's biggest and longest searches in recent history, but in the end, the missing hiker Hadi Nazari was found by a group of fellow bushwalkers. Now, the people who spotted him are sharing their stories, telling the ABC of Hadi's joy and tears after spending almost 2 weeks lost and alone. Adrian Reardon spoke to them in the Kosciuszko National Park, from where she filed this report.
Holding hands burnt by 13 days in the sun, Hadi Nazari's rescuers help him up the hill to safety. Cousins Josh and Jess Dart were in a party of passing hikers who finally spotted him.
As we're approaching him, we're like who is this? Like, who could it be? It's surely not.
That morning I'd actually seen a poster of him in the National Park office and I recognised his scarf because he was wearing it in the photo.
Yeah, I saw the scarf.
And then when we were close enough to hear each other, I was like, "What's your name?" And then he shouted out that his name was Hadi, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I think this is the guy."
Is it.
James Clark was the first to see him.
He started yelling out for help. He started yelling, "Stay there." The first reaction was maybe, exhaustion, happy exhaustion. The fact that he's finally found someone.
I said, "You went missing on Boxing Day, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I've been out here for 8 days. All I've eaten is 2 muesli bars." And I showed him the calendar on my phone. I was like, "It's the 8th of January. You've been out here for 13 days." And he just we both burst into tears and hugged each other. And
the news quickly reached his worried family in Melbourne.
He called us straight away and he said that I'm found, I'm alive. And we were on the moon, very happy, very grateful. Happiest moment of my life, literally.
After his rescue, the 23-year-old was taken to Cooma Hospital, where he was treated for dehydration and enjoyed his first proper meal in a fortnight.
He had sandwich last night and a few Powerades, and he was excited to eat.
He's doing well, he's recovering. Obviously he's dehydrated, so he needs, I think, some more time. He might stay there for a couple of days.
More than 300 emergency crew took part in the search for Hadi in Kosciuszko National Park. In a statement, he's thanked them for their tireless work in tough conditions. "I am very grateful for the rescuers and volunteers involved in searching for me. May God bless them all."
He was just so thankful. He was just praise God, and and then when he saw the helicopter come over, he got all excited. He stood up and he went to shake all our hands and he was thanking all of us.
He's probably the real hero of the story because that the grit that it would require to survive the way that he had.
So will the hero's journey have a sequel?
When we found him, and he was keen to go for another hike, and I was like, "Nah, mate, no more hiking for you."
At least not anytime soon. Adrian Reardon, ABC News, Charlotte Pass.
And Adrian Reardon is live for us at Kosciuszko National Park tonight. Adrian, one of the incredible things about this story is just how far Hadi walked in 13 days.
Yeah, well, behind me is Karatha's saddle, which is where Hadi was found yesterday afternoon. It's a fair way away from Gihai, where the search first began. So it's quite startling to think he travelled as far as he did in challenging weather conditions. Those involved in the search were surprised by the distance he covered.
Had we kind of got out there a few days earlier, we might have caught up with him. But yeah, he's a one fit bugger to be able to go where he has.
Emergency services have all packed up. They've headed home while Hadi remains in hospital for now.
Adrian Reardon reporting.